G'day Duel Masters fans. Today I'm going to review the Duel Masters video games. So if you guys didn't know, Duel Masters brought out 4 games in English, split between the PlayStation 2 and the Game Boy Advance. There were more games released in Japan, but yeah, we got 4 games in English here, and today I'm going to review them. So starting things off with the Duel Masters PlayStation 2 game. Now this game is probably the worst out of all of them, straight off the bat. They changed the mechanics in this game. I don't know why they did it. For instance, you can only have like 5 creatures in the battle zone. They changed the way that you tap the mana. They changed you can't choose which shields you attack. Just stuff like that. I don't know why they changed it for this game. I guess it's just like a PlayStation 2 thing. But yeah, nah, this game is not worth getting your PlayStation 2 out of the cabinet, that's for sure. So my recommendation would be to just skip that game altogether. The next game is the Game Boy Advance Duel Masters game. I'm not sure which one came first out of the PlayStation 2 or the Game Boy Advance, but they both came out in 2004. And yeah, so we've got Duel Masters Senpai Legends. And can you guys believe that GBA games used to cost 70 Australian dollars? That's ridiculous. But yeah, this game here is pretty good. Pretty good in comparison to the PS2 ones, but it's the worst out of the GBA ones because it's only using the first 2 sets. So you got base set and Evo Crushinators, and the story is, as you would expect, pretty crap as well. So the gameplay is not as good because you've only got like 2 sets, but at least the gameplay is actually just like the card game, unlike the PlayStation 2 version. So, you can have as many creatures on the field as you like, tapping mana, choosing which shields to break. Yeah, it plays just like the card game. So yeah, this one is actually, half decent. The next one was Duel Masters Kaijudo Showdown. This one here was even better because you got to use sets 1 to 4. So, and also the story was better as well. Actually, a lot better. In Kaijudo Showdown, you actually get to go around and like defeating all those characters from the cartoon, if you guys can remember that. But yeah, Kaijudo Showdown, sets 1 to 4 was pretty decent. In this game, they also started to use the artwork of the cards because in the previous game, the artwork was just like these blurry images. But in Kaijudo Showdown, they actually, used the artwork of the card. Although it's still blurry, it's a step in the right direction, I suppose. And of course, the last game we got was Duel Masters Shadow of the Code. Now, Shadow of the Code is by far the best because you get to use sets 1 to 8. So you're all the way up to Epic Dragons, which is pretty good. That gives you 600 cards to play with, and you can build some pretty good decks with that. The AI in these games is pretty decent. Like Shadow of the Code's probably the best, I'd say, just all around. Of course, they'll still attack your shields like a mindless zombie, but what are you going to do? So yeah, my recommendation would be to pick up Shadow of the Code if you've got an old Game Boy Advance. I'm sure you can play it somewhere for free, online somewhere, but to get the authentic experience, especially because these games are like so cheap. I think I picked up like these loose cartridges are worth nothing on eBay. You can pick them up for like, $5 or $10 or whatever. So if you've got an old Game Boy Advance kicking around, I would definitely recommend Shadow of the Code. If you're into Duel Masters, you're probably going to like the game anyway, just because, that it's Duel Masters. But if you're not into Duel Masters, well, why are you watching this video? So yeah, that's my review on the Duel Masters video games. And hopefully, guys, I'll see you next time.